Hey y'all, I'm actually shooting this at the very end of my video because I forgot to do an intro. So let's kick it off. Buenos dias and welcome back to another video, everybody. Well, we're getting a little bit nearer to where I think I want to go. Again, don't have an exact plan, but I have some parameters. With the film camera, I want to shoot, well, let me put it this way. I have 24 exposures in the roll. I think I'm going to shoot 4-shot panos. So that'll give me, if I'm doing my math right, 4 times 6 is 24. So I'm looking for 6 panos. That's really the only plan I had earlier before I left the house. I'm not sure it's the best plan in the world, but I am going about an hour out of Orange County here in Southern California into the Inland Empire, and I'm gonna go north on the 15, which actually takes me to Las Vegas. Wouldn't mind going to Vegas. It's a little bit far for the type of trip I want to take today. Another time for sure. So I don't know, we're about 30 minutes out and of an unknown destination. I'm just gonna go out here and try to capture some uniqueness. Sometimes I like just getting away from my neighborhood and my community and just finding new places and being real intentional about it. That's important in photography, especially if you're like me and trying to find your niche or your niche and just want to shoot, just have a clamoring to shoot a lot of different things. And that's where I am in my photography journey right now. I'm just looking at taking lots of different shots, architecture one day, landscapes another day, street photography another day, black and whites, panos, you name it, I'm trying it. And that's the journey we're on. But definitely today is a day of panoramics. They don't call me Pano Pablo for nothing. They actually don't call me Pano Pablo at all. So, but maybe that's a name that'll stick. What do you think? Let's find a street to get off on. I'm rambling. I'm trying to stay on the road, and we'll get there. I'm gonna go a couple more minutes, but food is definitely a necessity. First things first, a man must have his tacos. I'm gonna eat. I go outside, but it's 102 degrees, and I'd like not to sweat that much right now because I know I'm gonna be sweating a little bit later. So I'm gonna finish this, and then I think I see one composition at City Hall. We'll go and try it. All right, since film is somewhat still new to me, I really need to get a spot meter or some type of light meter because setting up these shots is still a little bit difficult for me. I mean, I can go sunny 17 definitely with some of these shots, but I want to get it dialed in. So what I did on a trip recently up the West Coast, I actually used my Canon EOS R to pretty much get all of the settings I need. Now, my film is 400 speed film, so I've locked in the Canon EOS R at 400, and I think I'm gonna try f11 here. I think 1/25 as a shutter speed. I'm at f11. Now I just need to get my composition. I'm also shooting on a lens that's a 35 to 70 millimeter, and I'm probably gonna shoot wide on this. And again, the focus was to shoot 4-shot panos. I need to find the right composition where I'm far enough back where I'm capturing this entrance to City Hall. I'm not even sure if this is the main entrance. I just love this block wall and its simplicity on the right, and then the tree on the left, and you've got a flag in the background. So let's probably gonna have to move in a little bit here on this side of it. This is actually the first time that I'm actually utilizing a film camera on a tripod, so that is also new to me. You always have to turn your hat backwards when you're shooting photography. That makes you look more legit. All right, here we go. 4 shots. I think earlier I accidentally hit the shutter button, I think one launch, so that whole four shot panos might not work out on the last one. We might have to do a 3-shot pano, but here she goes. There's one. There we go. Here's number 2. Number 3. You know what? I'm going to keep this one as a 3-shot pano, and I'll tell you why. Because I inadvertently shot that first shot in the car. I don't know what it was, but I'm going to leave this as 3 shots. I think this is going to look super good. All right, 1 down, 5 more panos to go. Pretty happy with that. It's a good way to start. Let's pack it up and let's head down the way. Future Pablo here. Not really sure what is going on with that first image, but I had a lot of problems on this shoot, and you'll actually see a little bit of a confession video in the next video that's going to follow this one. But anyways, know that that image is not what I expected. Had some problem with the film and me personally. So know that that shot was just a piece of really what I was looking to do. Okay. Okay, well, I just got to this lawnmower business that's closed down right now, and what I like about it is that it's in front of an empty lot, although it's on a busy street. Wanted to incorporate a cactus that's over to the right here. It's on the street, so I'll have to incorporate some of the road, the empty lot behind it, and then the Sierra Lawnmower Company here. Just frame it out a little bit here. We're pretty much using the same settings. We're at 35 millimeters, 400 ISO, 125 shutter speed, and we're at we're at f11. All right, I think that's good. Get a couple of these cars out of the way. We should be good. This will be a 4-shot pano. All right, we're off and running. We got 1. We got 2. Try to overlap that one a little bit. It's noisy out here. All right, here's 3. And 1 more. Yeah, I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna like this a lot. All right, here's the 4th shot. All right, I'm pretty satisfied with that. 2 down, 4 more to go. Okay, this shot is pretty straightforward. I'm gonna grab my bag this time, carry my EOS R to meter this a little bit. Parked in the neighborhood, we should be good. All right, let's get it. Okay, we're on another noisy street, but we're just gonna have to get over that. So this is the abandoned house. I actually want to incorporate some of the mountains in the back, the San Bernardino mountains that are in the back there. And so I felt like this was going to be a straight on shot, but I feel like if I do a straight on shot that I'm not going to get a lot of those mountains. So I'm going to, I think, angle it right, kind of the perspective you're seeing right here, and get a 4-shot pano, getting a little bit of the left side, but the majority of kind of that open field on the right side. So I think that's what we're going to go for. All right, I am going to use my Canon EOS R to make sure I'm set up correctly. We are at 1/25th f/11 ISO 400. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. Okay, here we go. No one coming. Well, we've got a few cars, so we're gonna have to wait in between the cars. Let me do some fine tuning here. Let's make sure that tripod's set. While those cars are going by, shooting panos on film, especially when you're going to take the digital files from the scans and stitch them together, that can be a little bit tricky, but don't be afraid to do it. It turns out it can work out. You just have to have your camera on a level plane, and just make sure that you keep some crossover in between each image. All right, nobody's coming, so let's go ahead and take advantage of that. We are focused. Yes, we are. Actually, I'm gonna have to make sure, don't rush these things. That's a little better. All right, I'm gonna fire the first shot off. There we go. Now, I do wish I had a cable release, but I don't. And I'm gonna have to get one, so that's on the list. Let's get the second shot ready to go. All right, got some traffic here. It's hot. I am a sweater, and it is in full effect right now. Woo! All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yes, sir. All right, let's get another one in. We're ready. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're doing great. 4 shots on this might be too wide, but what the heck? Let's go for it. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Hey, this is turning out okay. It wasn't so darn hot, but we're doing it. All right. Let's get a move on. That's a wrap on pano number 3. So let's get to the next one. There's an open field with a kind of circular bush that's in the middle of an open field that actually has the San Bernardino mountains in the background. I feel like that's gonna be my next composition. All right, I abandoned the idea of that shrubbery, that bush with the mountain backdrop, but I found a better one. In Southern California, especially in California, fireworks are pretty much not allowed, at least the good ones. And so all of these firework little pop-ups pop up around 4th of July, and people are able to buy, the sparklers and some of the fountains and things of that nature. And I haven't necessarily wondered where all of these things go to live when they're not being used during 4th of July, but apparently I found the mother lode. And I think there's my backdrop. Beautiful colors with the firework signs. We're gonna shoot this. Again, we're gonna shoot a 4-shot pano across the street, get about 3 or 4 rows of the firework stands in the shot. Should be pretty good. Should be pretty good. I might actually, I was shooting at a little bit wider at 35, but I'm going to, let me see what 70 looks like. Is that too dialed in? I don't think so. I think this is gonna work just fine on this pano. I'm gonna go ahead and check it yet again with the EOS R, make sure I'm metered correctly. Hasn't failed me. It's worked pretty good in the past, so I'm gonna stick with it. I might bump it to 1/250th. Yeah. I'm gonna change my shutter speed to 1/250 instead of 1/125th. Oh. Just messed that up, but we got that. So that's gonna look great. Let me line it back up again. I'm currently using a Manfrotto, what is this one? I forget the name of this tripod. I used it in a video a while back in Las Vegas because I forgot my tripod on a trip, and I bought this just last minute at Best Buy. It was $59, and it's come in handy, and today is no different. I just wanted to use it with this film camera, so that's what I'm doing. All right, I think I'm gonna be able to go pretty wide on this. So here we go, 4-shot pano. We're at ISO 400. We're at 70 millimeters on the lens, and we're shooting f11 and 1/250th for shutter speed. Let's go, I'm pumped. First shot, here we go. Yes. All right, I haven't vlogged in a while. After that first shot, the battery died. I just changed it out. I got all 3 shots. In fact, I changed this to a 5-shot pano, and I'm really loving everything, at least in theory, of what I'm doing today. I'll have to go back, obviously, and look at these things later, but nonetheless, I'm happy with this kind of firework graveyard that we have behind me, and it makes for a unique image. It really does. And so, all right, we're gonna move on. I was talking about it being hot, but you know what? There's a nice breeze out. I'm enjoying it. I'm actually at 16 exposures in the can, so 2 more of 4 will get me to 24. And so let's move on to the next one. And I actually need to start making my way home. Got a date tonight with the wife, and can't miss that. Okay, I stopped in my tracks as I was actually thinking in my head that I wasn't gonna make it for a 4th image. Happened upon this old home that looks to be abandoned, and I'm not quite sure, but we're gonna shoot it. I'm really thinking a straight-on shot on this one, meaning pano from the left to the right of it, give it a little bit of spacing. I'll probably shoot it right from this curb. I'm pretty lined up with it right now, even with the door. I want to include a little bit of the road and the center divide line. 4 shots. First one coming in hot. One in the can. I'm liking each one more and more as I get through these shots. Again, I wish I had a cable release, a shutter cable release, but beggars cannot be choosers. I'm gonna close it off right about there. This is nice. Again, I get a little bit of the mountains in the background. How satisfying is that? Super satisfying. Man. So, as I was saying, I was pretty much done. I thought I was gonna shoot 6. I've shot 5. I'm not giving up. I have a good hour home, so maybe we'll find something in that hour. But I, like I said, have a date with the love of my life, and I gotta get home. So, love that though. You know what makes life pretty easy is being able to not have to close up the legs on the tripod and just being able to slide it into the back part of my cab. Okay, just like you probably guessed that I chose my wife over taking a 6 Pano. I'm beat, I'm tired, and that's gonna do it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We'll get that next Pano on the next one. Please like this video if you liked any part of it. Ring that bell so you're notified for my next video that comes out whenever it comes out. Totally love you guys. Thanks for hanging today. I really enjoyed shooting the Olympus OM1. I've got about, how many more shots left? Looks like, yeah, it says 20. I've got about 4 shots left on this. I'm gonna take them right now. Hey, what can I say? Selfie time. All right, see you guys. I appreciate it. See you on the next one. Peace.